For all of human history, men were the sole providers of a family and were expected to work hard in the fields and factories while women stayed home to raise the kids. Except that that's not true. In fact, throughout most of recorded history, providing for a family was the shared responsibility of both men and women. From working together as hunters and gatherers in prehistoric times, growing and raising food on farms, and even to early factory jobs in the 19th century. This idea of men as the sole providers of a family, it's barely 150 years old in the US, and only came about because of industrial era restrictions on women, essentially giving women nowhere else to be than at home.
A woman's place is in the home. Why, His Highness ought to wear side whiskers and carry a gold-headed cane.
And this myth of men as the sole provider of a family didn't just rewrite the past. It set the stage for a very real problem that we're seeing today. A problem within a very specific group of people. Young men. Young men today are struggling. Nearly half feel their online lives are more fulfilling than their real-world experiences. 65% believe that nobody truly knows them well, while almost half of men aged 18 to 35 recently contemplated suicide. These numbers reveal at least 2 generations of men grappling with identity, purpose, and their place in a rapidly changing world. Despite seeing some wage growth in recent years, the average working class man today has far less economic power than his father or grandfather did. Not because he earns less, but because everything costs more. At the same time, male friendships have fallen apart. Since 1990, the number of men with 5 or more close friends has been cut in half, while those with no friends at all has multiplied 5-fold, rising from just 3% to 15%. And this trend is even more striking among men under 30, with 1 in 3 saying they don't have a single close friend. And this crisis extends beyond friendship. In past generations, most men were married or in long-term relationships by their late 20s, while today nearly 2/3 of men under 30 are single. With fewer personal connections in real life, many young men go online for answers, and they find those answers in the manosphere.
Women don't respect men with no hose. Bro, look a girl in the eyes and you fuck her, tell her you're gonna cheat on her. She loves it.
And feminism, I would argue, is if you look at societal decay, all the problems, it stems from feminism.
And they're left bitter and resentful and without purpose and adrift and hostile and resentful and vengeful and arrogant and deceitful and of no use to themselves.
They don't all agree on solutions, but most share a core central belief that modern society has sidelined men economically, socially, and romantically in order to elevate women. And it's a message that seems to resonate pretty strongly, because for confused young men, hearing "it's not your fault" can be comforting. Blaming the increased equality of women provides an easy source for clarity, and their promises of respect, sex, and success offer hope. The manosphere's danger lies in how it simplifies complex problems and offers these easy answers back. Some influencers promote claiming that dating is a sexual marketplace, where a man's worth depends on his social status, appearance, and physical domination, with attractive women reserved only for a small group of those alpha men at the top of this hierarchy, called chads. At the bottom of this hierarchy are incels, or involuntary celibates, who believe they are permanently excluded from love and sex due to traits that they can't control. And many in these incel communities embrace what is called the black pill, a cynical philosophy that claims no amount of self-improvement will ever make them desirable to women or society. What starts as a place to vent can become a space that twists a frustrated young man's pain or confusion into resentment and hatred. Over time, women are framed as shallow, manipulative, and the source of evil in modern society. So instead of learning or growing from rejection, these young men spiral into echo chambers where anger and violence is normalized and even celebrated.